And let me record from my side. Let me share the screen. Hema, I guess you have recording permission, right? You have recording permission, Hema. You can record, right? Fine. Okay, guys. Okay. Is it clear? Adding any login into the role, server role? Is it clear? Yes, someone is asking. So alter any database. Okay. Again, no need to give, as he's a member of DB creator role. He will already get alter any database permission. So just to explain, I selected that permission. That's it. Is it clear?
Okay, you mean that in, for example, if the DB creator role have some permissions. So in addition to that, if anything is needed, we can
Yes,
go.
yes, correct. In addition to that, you need extra permission other than these 8 permissions. Then you can go to securables and you can give that permission. Okay, or else you don't want say whole DB creator role. I don't want to give whole role. Might be the customer, the user can delete the databases. You are worrying about it. You can select only specific permissions. Alter any database, create any database. All the permissions will be there in the okay particular server, not server role, securables. All the permissions will be there. You can specify the permissions, what permissions you want to give. You can only give those permissions. This is alter any permission, alter any database. Okay, you can grant it. Right, and create also will be there. C under C you can see create any database, you can grant it. That is control server, not this one. Okay, so you want to give only these 2 permissions. Now no need to add Jayant in the server role. You can remove him from the server role. He will get only these 2 permissions now. Okay, alter any database, create any database. Now he can't delete the database. Okay, is it clear? If you want to give individual permissions, you have to go to securable, sir. If you want role, you can add role, sir, either of those. Okay, fine.
One question.
Yes,
in the same way, he can do the deny also, right? For example, the DB creator I am choosing for some user. So I am just doing the deny permission for alter database.
Okay,
for that
alter
user.
database
If
you are
he is
giving
in
them.
that role. I mean,
Okay,
if he is the DB creator.
you can see one more thing. You can see why I'm not telling all these things. You have to check from your end. Okay, you can do this now. DB creator. Now I strongly fixed Jayant cannot delete my database. I gave DB creator role. Now he can delete the database. So now what I'm going to do, I am going to deny drop any database permission, guys. I am going to deny drop any database permission. Here we cannot see, we have to add extra securables and all. There you can see drop any database. If you give deny, now Jayant can do all 7 permissions, but he cannot drop the database. Clear?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Fine. So any issues, any doubts, guys, please let me know. If not, I'll continue for the next role.
Shanmugh, I have a doubt.
Yes.
So this is the case for the individual roles, right? Individual logins, right? So
Yes.
what happens to this
Same group login also. I'm decided. Okay, I want to give the SQL DBA group, right? Where is SQL? Yeah, this is the group. I want to give DB creator role for the whole group. Server roles, DB creator. Okay, that's what. There is no difference. Once the login is created, there is no difference in giving the permissions or revoking the permissions. Depends upon the SQL login, Windows login, group login, and all. Only while creating, only while connecting, there is a difference. Remaining all permissions are same. A group login, I want to make all this group login as sysadmin. You can give sysadmin. All the members of this group are sysadmins now. There are 3 members, right? All 3 members will become a sysadmin now.
Okay, we cannot give individual permissions in the group, right?
It's not possible. Individual permissions in the group is not possible.
Yeah. Okay.
Group directly it will apply. See, for example, if you are a member of bulk admin, okay, automatically, knowingly or unknowingly, you will get all these permissions.
Okay.
I don't want all these permissions. I want only create database. Then I cannot add you in the role. I have to give separate permissions from the securable space.
Okay.
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 Right. Any other questions, guys? Right. So I have to tell you. Yes.
One question.
Yeah.
For example, if a particular group of logins have some DB creator role, so in that, for example, one user for Jayant, he's in that role, and I want Jayant to be have some restrictions. So I can go into the Jayant login and securables.
Yes.
Again, I have to
Correct.
restrict the user.
Yes,
right?
you can
Correct.
restrict the user.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Kishore, it's your wish. Okay. If you are confident in the commands, you can use commands to give permissions. If you're confident, I'm sorry, in GUI, you can use GUI. There is nothing again. GUI also internally it will use command only, right? So that's your wish. You can go anything. Right. And one more, directly customer was asked to provide the server roles because of the customer don't know what is DB creator, what is the other roles and all. Customer will simply ask you, I need these permissions. It's our responsibility. We have to finalize what permissions he is asking, what kind of permissions he is looking. Okay, it's near to the server role, we'll add him into the server role. If it's not near to the server role, we'll directly give the permissions individually by going to the securable space.
Yes, sir. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah. Any other questions? Yeah. Right. Fine. So in the same way, what is the next role we have after DB creator? We'll have different roles, guys. And again, remember, we don't use these roles, guys. Hardly we'll use sysadmin only, just for okay feasibility. Microsoft gave in case might be in the future, or else might be in any use case might be people can use, right? So that's why they gave. But 90% we don't use. Okay. And again, you can ask, sir, I want a role. I want to create a specific role with all the permissions I need. Agree? Instead of giving 10 permissions to my users, I am a team lead. Okay, I have 10 users under me. Instead of giving permissions to 10 users, 10 permissions, I want to create a group. That group can have whatever permissions I want. That group can have all those permissions. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. That is called customized server role. Means in the server roles also you can, these are fixed server roles. I told you, right? Fixed server roles. You can ask, sir, can I delete this permission from this server role? No, it's not possible. These permissions are fixed. If you like it, if you don't like it, these permissions are fixed. But I want customization in the server roles. Means with my own permissions, I want to create a role, separate role. You can create it. That is called customized server role. Okay, you can have your own permissions. If you don't want, you can delete your own permissions. Agree? Okay, clear. I'll tell you how to create customized server role. Nothing to worry. Disk admin. What disk admin will have? I'll just show you what and all permissions each role have. We don't use it. Okay. Disk admin, again, you know this permission, right? Add member to disk admin. If he's a member of disk admin, he can add another login into the disk admin role. Disk initialization. SP add dump device. This is related to the drives, disks. Okay. And the disks creating new files and all. If you have disk level access, you can do all these things. We don't use this role at all in the organization. Okay. And let me go to the next role, process admin, guys. Right. You can run this also, no problem. Again, this process admin have two permissions. One is, of course, this is by default permission. If you are a member of process admin, you can add another member into the process admin role. Second is skill. What is this skill, guys? Can anyone tell me?
Kill user session.
Kill active sessions.
Very good. Okay. So let me explain about the kill. Okay. So guys, I want to kill Jayant session. If you see, whenever I open any session, a number is there, right? What is that number? 62, 55, 57. What is that number, guys? Where we are going to use, how we are going to
Session
use?
ID.
Session ID.
Yes.
Speed number.
Speed. Very good. SPID. Okay. SPID, we can call it as a speed, server process ID. Okay. You can call it as a sessions. Internally, it will have sessions and all. Okay. So whenever you are trying to do any work, not only you, any application is connected, it will connect under one session. Any query will run under one session, guys. Simply, any query, either you are passing the query or it is coming from the application, it will run under one speed. Each speed will have its own number ID, that is speed ID. Speed means that's it only, server process ID. Okay, so I can easily track what this Jayant is doing now, what queries he is executing. I can track it using this speed number. Okay, using the speed number, I can track it. How to track it, sir? There is a query called sp_who2 or sp_ who is active, but who is active is a customized stored procedure. Who2 is a default stored procedure. You will get it. Okay, sp_who2. You can see these are all the speeds. 1, 2, multiple speeds will be there. So as of now, how many max speeds are there? 64 speeds are there. Means 64 sessions are there. Processes are there. 64 processes are there. Currently, 64 processes are running. In this 64 process, up to 50 processes are backend process. You cannot do anything here. Up to 50 processes. 1 to 50 processes are backend processes. Backend means background processes that you cannot do anything. You cannot kill also. 51 onwards, user processes. Okay, if any user is, that's why if you see, if you open any session, you don't get any session from 1 to 50. More than 50 only you will get it. Observe it. You will never get 1 to 50 SPIDs. If you open any new query window, you will never get any SPIDs. Okay, you can see 58. Control N. How much it is? 59. Control N. How much it is? 60. Control N. How much it is? 63. So if 61, 62 is already occupied, it will give 63. It will give in a serial order only. I can close every session like this. Okay, so it will give in a serial order only. But if 61, 62 is already occupied, you can see right here 61, 62 is already occupied. That's why it gave 63. Okay, 64 is there. So Jayant is under which session? 55 session. Where is that? Here you can see. Who is that login? Jayant. Okay. Who is running this 55 session? Jayant is running. What he is running? You can see the command here. Okay. If Jayant is running any command, you can see the command here. Imagine under Jayant session, let me run one command. Okay. Let me run select star from sys processes. Okay, so he can see his own session. I'll tell you again. So let me check here. Okay, sp who2. Okay, let me check here under which session is 55, right? Where is 55? It is still showing like that only. Okay, so what you can see is if command is running already executed, you can see awaiting command and all. If command is running, if Jayant is running select command, you can see select here. See here how you can see select into means it says it's a stored procedure. Okay, select into means it's a stored procedure. If Jayant is running select query, you can see under Jayant SPID here under column command column, you can see select. If Jayant is running delete query, delete you can see. If Jayant is running some extra alter queries, you can see alter here. If Jayant is running a stored procedure, you can see select into. This is how you can track what Jayant is running and all. Sir, I want to see what exactly Jayant running, what query he is running, then there is a separate query for that. Okay, you have to use separate query. So what is the use of the speed is one thing to track it. Okay, just one. Guys, can you hear me? Hello.